Hey guys, how are y'all? How are y'all doing today? So, y'all already know who I am. I'm Mama Rose, and this is...
I am Shasha.
This is Shasha, or also known as Shala.
Shala.
And we are the Reiki practitioners and spiritualists here at the house. And we just want to come and kind of talk about this newfound service that we kind of already been doing.
Yes.
But now the words just came around so we can know exactly what we are doing.
Right.
And we did this on ourselves, each other, the other day. And we was in heaven. We literally left
Earth.
And
had to come back.
Because it was such a lot of releasing, a lot of pain that we didn't even know we had.
Yes.
And so
it's the pressure we never knew we needed.
The pressure we never knew we needed.
Yeah.
That's the slogan.
Yeah. I love
the pressure we never knew we needed. And I just want to say, first of all, I think that it's amazing how things always come full circle. Because even how describing, being younger, when like an older sibling or auntie always wanted you to stand on their back.
Right.
And even like with us doing a lot of work that we do, just having that pressure in those different spots, we didn't know that this was a thing that we were doing and releasing. It just felt good. It just hurt so good, if that makes sense.
Right.
So,
and I've been for about 2 months working on myself with the fascia. I noticed that a lot of my trauma that was suppressed is surfacing. And I was having a lot of pain, like in my neck area, my shoulders, and it was very painful. And I was working on it at home. And then when we spoke about it in alignment, I'm like, wait a minute. When Celeste worked on me, Mama Rose worked on me, she did my entire body. And when she did my entire body, it was places on my body that I didn't know that needed to be released. The trauma that is stored, because we don't know that we go through so much trauma as children, young adults, that trauma, it doesn't go anywhere. It's stored inside of our bodies, and we don't even know that. It's stored inside of the fascia, the tissues in our body. And for that to be released, oh my God. I was on the table and I was letting out, I was releasing. And it was hurting, and then it felt so good, if you can understand how that
hurt
feels.
so good.
It hurt so good.
Because it was painful. It's, it's the initial pain, but you like, dang, I didn't even know this spot really needed this kind of pressure.
It's the tightening and things like that with your muscles. And when you get that pressure on it, you can feel after the session that it's not as tight anymore, and you could feel that something was released.
Yes, you broke something out, and you're releasing with every moan, groan, yelling, breathing, cursing. And,
whatever you need to release.
Do, get it out. Do not hold it in. Because when you come for these sessions and we're applying pressure in these areas for 2 minutes each. 2 minutes each on each spot in the body, you're gonna get depending on what you got going on, you might curse us, no, I can't do this, but
it needs to be done.
The thing about being on this healing journey is, one, you're gonna find many different practices that you could practice, that you can do to help you release. It's kind of like you are tackling this thing in every different direction. When you are healing, we have gotten to this place where we are so comfortable. Like when you feel pain, nobody wants to feel pain. Everybody is trying to soothe the pain or trying to suppress the pain, whether it's cramping, you want to pop a Tylenol to get rid of the pain, whether it's a headache, you want to pop an aspirin, whether it's a body ache. You're trying to suppress it.
When it's just putting a bandage over what's going on. Yeah,
and your body is trying to tell you, hey, something is wrong.
You need to get to the root of what's going on.
What's going on. Yes. And the thing about healing, you have to go and sit in the pain.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot not go through it. You have to go through it.
Yes.
You can't go around it.
Yes. And it's bliss on the other side of that pain.
Yes, it is.
Once you get through that pain, it's bliss on the other side of it.
Yep.
So I would rather go through it so I can meet that bliss where it's at.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to go through it though.
Yes, you got to.
You can't get to bliss around.
Right.
You have to go through.
Go through it.
Through.
Yes.
And that is physical pain. That is emotional, mental, spiritual. That you have to go through it. So when we say things like sit in it, you understand? Sitting in it.
Yes.
Sitting in it is not fun.
It's not.
It is not fun. But here's the thing with me. If I'm having cramps or I'm having a headache or a toothache, I have learned how to sit in the pain and breathe and train my mind to not focus so much on the pain. And I also have learned that, you know what, Celise? This is the consequence of you not doing what you know you're supposed to be doing when it comes down to your body. If you are experiencing excruciating pain, cramps, for example, what have you been eating? Have you been hydrating? Have you been drinking your herbs? When you don't do the things that you know you're supposed to be doing, there are consequences and repercussions that you just have to deal with.
Definitely.
It ain't no way around it.
You got to do the work.
You got to do the work.
Yeah.
So we come here and we sit before you and we talking about fascia. It's called fascia releasing. And it's a deep tissue therapy that we're going to be offering here at the house. And when I tell you, it is life-changing.
Oh, yes.
And I want to also say, too, while we on here, because I was telling you this earlier, when you did my session, oh, my God, you did Reiki on me first. She did a mini go around the camera. Thank you, baby. You did like a mini Reiki session on me. And when I tell y'all, this lady here is so powerful. Her energy, as it was almost like when she got into the Reiki doing it, I literally could feel the energy. I could feel it lifting. And it was almost like it was lifting me. I thought I was astral projecting, and not by sight, but by how I felt. Like I felt like I was being, like I felt like you was pulling me up and I was not moving, if that makes sense. So I knew that you were moving.
Oh yeah.
That the energy or whatever blockages off, and that quick 5-10 minutes. It wasn't even long. So that was very. Y'all need to book her. I'm telling you, because that was very powerful. Your energy is so potent. You're just so magical.
Yes.
And you know that about yourself. But I think sometimes that we know these things about ourselves. We know what we're capable of. Sometimes I think that we just stand in the way. But
I'm moving out my way.
You already did.
Yes.
We already did. Okay. So fascia. This is something that Shala and me will be offering, and
I'm so excited. To share with the community.
Yes, we are excited about this. If you are interested and don't even know what this is, we will definitely always be going more in depth about it. The more we learn, the more we will share about fascia. But I told Shasha, that we have been doing this for forever.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the stuff that we do now, that has the name to it now, we've been doing.
It's inside of us.
It's inside of us.
We've been doing this work. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And we're ready to share it with the community.
Yes. Because it is much needed. If you understood how much trauma is stored in your bones, in your tissues, in your muscles, in your skin, in your organs.
Your muscle has memory.
Your muscle has memory. Yes. And so does your blood.
Yes.
That's why they collect DNA from your bodily fluids, because it has memory. It has information.
Yes.
So just imagine all of the trauma that you endured yourself, but also the trauma that was passed on down.
Right. Yes. Yes. And that's what I felt as I was in the session with you. Like a lot of release came off of my entire body. You know, my trauma, other people's trauma that was put on me, like everything was being released. And I felt so much lighter. Yes. After.
Yes. It was so good.
Yes,
I want to do it again.
Me too. And again.
And again. I need a session once a week.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Me too.
I'm just saying because this,
yes.
And that's something we have to do anyways as the healing guides. Right. Being of service to the community, we have to continuously.
Right. The healers need healing.
The healers need healing too.
Yes.
Like that is a heavy.
Yes, and we're going to continue the work.
And that goes for everybody out there, especially like women. I'm speaking for the women because I'm one, and we do a lot for our families. We do a lot for our partners, our children. Excuse me, our friends. We do a lot, and that's a part of still being a healer. Yes, you understand? That's healing energy. That's nurturing energy. Yes. And I feel like, again, the healer needs healing.
The healer needs healing too.
The healer needs healing too. You need to be able to receive this healing as well. The more how you get up and you run for people and you help them in their time of need, even when you don't have it, you give it. It's kind of like, what are you giving back to yourself? Right. How are you replenishing? Right. How are you filling your cup? Yes. And so I'm so excited.
Me too.
I'm so excited. Fascia is called Deep Tissue Therapy, Fascia Release. Yes. And do your research on it. It's about fascia as your connective tissues. And even when you have like deformities in the body, it's because tissue has built up in that area and there is no life getting to it. So now we have to go in and apply this pressure to go ahead and kind of like break this tissue up so that it could go where it needs to go, and it's forming these diseases in the body and you don't even know. Right. So I'm excited. So we are going to, and we're going to have we're dropping it on the website tonight, so people could come and see what this release is about. And tap into it. Tap in. I'm excited.
You will love it.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Also, you can, of course, come and get your Reiki from us, because it's a different type of powerful healing releasing. It's know what I mean. Yes. That's a different type
of energy flow.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It's different. So
Reiki is life.
Reiki is life. I'm telling you, I am Reiki.
Yes, I am.
I am Reiki.
We are Reiki.
We are Reiki, and Reiki is us. So we're not going to stay here before you long. Anything else you wanted to touch on?
No, that's it. I want y'all to book us.
Yes, book a session.
Tap in.
Do some research on what fascia is. And I want you to know that this is a newly, I I don't think it's a new practice. I think that they're just putting a name to it.
Right.
But like I said, if you've been somebody who'd like for somebody to step on your back or step in a certain area in your body to apply pressure, that is fascia releasing.
Yes.
This is what you're doing.
Telling somebody to go deeper.
Go deeper. Go deeper. And it's not a massage.
Yeah.
It's going from point to point to different points and having you to be in different positions on the table so that you can get the best release. And this doesn't just happen in one, because I had a client ask me the other day, she was like, well, Celeste, when I start doing this work, when is it over? I said, are you going to stop taking baths? Right. Are you going to stop brushing your teeth?
Right. The healing journey never ends.
It never ends.
It never ends.
It never ends. You can't say, okay, I've done this.
Right.
I should be good.
Right.
It don't work like that.
There's different levels.
It's different levels, but never right. And the more you go, the more you bring up. The more you dig. It's like you're digging. You're digging. You're digging. You're digging.
Yes. And make it a lifestyle change.
That's what I'm saying. Don't have in your mind like, okay, so
when is it going to be over?
Yeah, how many sessions you think I'm gonna need and I'll be good?
Yeah,
I can't.
Continue. Self-love, self-care.
You do what you're guided to do. You do what you feel you need.
Yes.
You get what you need.
Yes.
Whatever you being called to do, do it.
Our body speaks to us. We just have to be able to listen. Listen. Yes.
Listen.
And it will speak to you.
Yep. It will. And don't be suppressing your pain. Don't be trying to suppress your pain. You gotta sit in it. And it's not, and somebody told me other day, she was like, but it's hard. I said, girl, you have no idea who you talking to.
Right.
If we know.
Because if you keep it suppressed, your body, it shows up in your body.
Yeah.
You know, anxiety, depression,
cancer,
any disease,
diabetes.
It shows up. Yes.
All these different diseases. Because don't you know that each and every last disease is connected to an emotional, mental trauma.
Right.
That has not been dealt with, that turned into a physical disease. It ain't always you eat horribly. Yeah, you eat horribly. Not necessarily what you only putting in the mouth, but what are you putting in your mind? What are you eating from out of here? What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to?
Let go.
Let go.
Let go.
Let go. And this is beautiful. So we are not going to stay here for long. We just wanted to stop by and kind of like introduce ourselves and what we offer here and what we offering at the house, because it is time for us to get into this healing work aggressively. Aggressively. When you saying you trying to heal something, you can't just go one way. You got to get aggressive. So you have to do different things at one time. And you got to remember, we've been in this way, in this trauma, operating in this trauma for years. So 1 and 2 and 3 sessions ain't gonna help.
That's why it takes time to heal.
It takes time.
Yeah.
And you may not see it through you. You may see it through your unborn children, or you may see it through your children who you already gave birth to. And because you are doing the work, they're watching the changes and the healing. So when they get to watch and experience it, it's happening to them as well. So now when you leave here in this room, you leave back something that's so much valuable than anything tangible. Because you're talking about leaving a generation with the tools and how to heal themselves. You understand? You can't even make money how you want to make money if your trauma is so deep and so much that you can't even get out of your own way to get to where you need to be.
Healing the bloodline trauma.
Healing the bloodline trauma.
It gotta be healed. It has to.
It has to. So we are just excited. And we are feel honored.
I do.
I feel honored to be able to have this information come through me, come through us,
and be able to share it.
And be able to share it. So thank you guys. Make sure that you are tuning in to all the things that we have coming up
at the house,
which is healing ourselves using sacred energy. Okay? So peace out. Love ya.
Love you.